Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everyone and welcome back for lesson 4 of your French GCSE revision. We're going to study the imperfect tense. It's not a very long lesson today, you'll be pleased to know. So here we are, French GCSE revision lesson 4, imperfect tense. The imperfect tense is used to describe an action in the past that was repeated. So, when I was young, I went swimming every day. In English, we don't have this tense. We just say, I went swimming, and it could mean I did it once yesterday, or I used to do it all the time. In French, we have to actually use a different tense to show that this is something that went on a lot in the past. It's also used with the conditional tense. So just like in English, if I was rich, I would buy a boat. In French, that was is also going to be in the imperfect, but we're not doing the conditional today. So we're going to stick with the first example, because the imperfect tense is mainly used instead of the perfect tense, the past tense, the passé composé, the one we did in lesson 3, to indicate an ongoing situation in the past, something that you used to do or used to happen, not just once. So it's not for describing what you did on holiday. I went here, saw that, all of those things. It's not for what you did last weekend with your friends in town. It's for the stuff that used to happen when you were little. And that's the key question to listen for, is what was your school like? What was your life like when you were little? Let's have a look at some examples of these words that we're going to look out for. C'était, it was. Il y avait, there was or there were. J'étais, I was. J'avais, I had. And je jouais, I played. Don't forget, these are all not, I played tennis yesterday, but I played football with my friends every day in the park when I was little, something that you used to do repeatedly. Let's have a look at some examples. Quand j'étais petit, j'étais sportif et content. Je jouais dans le parc avec mes amis tous les jours. J'avais un chien et un chat. Dans mon jardin, il y avait une piscine. C'était super. So here, although I've missed out, I've purpled the last c'était there, all the imperfect tenses, apart from that one, are in purple. Quand j'étais petit, when I was little. J'étais sportif, I was sporty and happy. Je jouais, I played. Not j'ai joué, like we did with the passé composé, but je jouais, because I used to play. Dans le parc avec mes amis tous les jours. J'avais, I had, I used to have a dog and a cat. Dans mon jardin, il y avait, there was, a swimming pool. It was super. Okay, so describing your life when you were little is one general question you might expect and use the imperfect with. You also get asked, comment était ton école primaire? They want to know about your primary school, and really they want to hear the comparisons between your primary school and your school. Okay, so try this one. Mon école primaire était plus petite que mon collège. Don't forget the agreement of petit there. My primary school was smaller than my high school. Il y avait, there was or there were, moins de devoirs et plus de temps libre, less homework and more free time. My teacher was, mon prof était très sympa, et je jouais beaucoup. I played a lot. Not yesterday I played, but it was a habit. It was something I did regularly. So we're using the imperfect tense. So how do we make the imperfect tense? First of all, we have to go to the new form of the present tense. Nous jouons, we play, for example. Then we take the ons off, take the ons off the end, and you get joue. And then we add the endings. Now, lists of endings, as we looked at with the present tense, sometimes useful just to chant and find a way of remembering them. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. You can try that and that will get you remembering the endings. Okay, let's try it now with a couple of verbs. We want to say I used to watch. We know the verb is regarder. We take the new form of the present tense, regardons. we take the ons off, regarde, and now we add our endings and we get I used to watch, je regardais. So when you're talking about your life as a child, you could say, je regardais la télé tous les jours. Now let's try another verb, because at the moment you're thinking, why are you making me go through all this procedure? Why don't I just take the ER off? Well, I'll show you. Let's try the verb to finish. If I say I used to finish, the verb is finir. The new form, though, is finissant. So when you take the ONS off that, you get finis. So that is what you're adding your ending to. Je finissais. And now if you went the quick way that you thought it was before, take off the IR and then AIS, je finis. No, that's wrong. Can't have that. So this is how we do it. So just to recap, this tense is only used to describe things you used to do in the past repeatedly, not events that happened yesterday. So the typical questions will be, comment étais-tu quand tu étais petit? What were you like when you were little? Comment était ton école primaire? What was your primary school like? Okay, well, I hope that was useful and I hope you've understood it. As always, please get in touch via my website, lucymartintuition.co.uk. There'll be, in the comments, there'll be a link to that. And there's a worksheet, a free worksheet you can ask me for. There's also a link to all my books on Amazon. Thank you. Au revoir tout le monde.